being fat is objectively unhealthy for you.
Not
there are even
anymore.
people like
Body
when my wife
positivity,
was a
Driftor,
nurse, he
and
was a
shame on
500-pound dude she took care of. And he was fat because his family was super toxic. Like he was in the hospital for heart problems, and they would bring him like Papa John's and KFC and stuff like that. After many months of treatment, it finally dawned on him that this is bad. And he literally lost like 300 pounds. He went from 500 to 200 and was super happy. But the damage had been done over the years and the weight loss was stressful. Dude had a stroke and just keeled over.
Damn. Yeah.
Like those people on
Sometimes
like
you
My
can't go back.
600-Pound Life, like they're so fat. Like on the show My 600-Pound Life, when they made that show, they probably didn't be like, hey guys, 600, let's not lowball ourselves. Like, let's say 900. Like, they probably thought 600 was wild. Now, you watch like an episode of that show, I haven't seen a svelte 600-pound person in years. It's like
I want to see a new show.
820 pounds, and you're right. Like, when you're that fat, anything at all, a cold could kill you because you're like you have no circulation. Like your
Which
body.
show
like,
would you rather watch, Taylor?
Circulation to your feet.
Would you rather watch a show called My 600-Pound Life or My 1,000-Pound Death?
Well, definitely the second one.
If I'm a producer at like CMT, one of those trash networks that needs a new hit, we're taking on TLC for fall. Oh, you guys, it's my 600-pound life. Yeah, my show's called My 1,000-Pound Death, and we got a 1,000-pound guy who's going to die. We guarantee he dies by the end of the season.
1,000-Pound Death is a brilliant show. Kyle has great ideas for
How about a show called My Big Fat Fucking Funeral?
Do you guys remember the Heart Attack Grill?
Oh, Pimp My Funeral.
Dude,
oh, there's so many ways we could do this.
Dude, it would be fun to watch. Like, oh my gosh, this guy weighs 930 pounds and we're on season 4. I don't think she's going much longer. Like, there's no way there's season 6.
It could be like
no plot armor.
No plot armor on this.
The point of the show is to make them gain more weight. Like, it starts off at My 600-Pound Life, and it's like by season 3, we're like, yeah, we broke 850. It's like still going, trying to gain more.
Whoever dies first, $2 million to your family. It's like, oh, this is a sad show. Like,
people watch it though. Pretty sure that's
Jerry
the whole collection
won
of
last night
too.
in his sleep. Yeah, those fat shows are pretty ridiculous, and
I can't watch them, man. They make me sad.
Yeah.
It just feels like
it is kind of sad,
a little bit abusive and creepy. Imagine being like, you're dying. You're so fat, you're dying. You probably stink. You can see their skin is ripping. They don't get off the couch, and a whole film crew just shows up and starts filming you, so that the world can laugh at your suffering.
Yeah.
And a lot of them just seem like, I'm a celebrity now. Like, okay.
But they low key know that everyone's laughing at them. So eat the pain away.
Yeah, I'm sure that makes them stress eat when they're doing that. Like, it's just wild how fat some of these fucking people are. And it would be so hard. Like, I love to eat. I absolutely love it. But like, to get to 400 pounds, you had to also get to 390. Like, to get to 500, you had to get to 480. Like, at some point, there's a point where you can't reach your ass anymore to wipe yourself. And for all of the people in this show, that was not sufficient to say, no, I'm going to keep eating. Like, that isn't enough.
Yeah, no,
like,
that should have been a wake-up call.
You watch Intervention, a show like that, or any of the drug addiction shows, and you're like, oh, I'm watching somebody who's destroying their lives with prescription pills or heroin or whatever. This is sad. And then you see it with food, which is probably like, I don't remember because it's an often made point, probably the hardest drug to stop. Because like, if you are an alcoholic or addicted to cocaine, like, you can live just fine without alcohol or cocaine. Like, you can try and avoid it and stuff. But like, if you're addicted to food every day, it's like, I need to eat every day, 4 to 3 times at least, probably 10 times if you're fat. Like, you have to tell yourself, yeah, I do need to eat, and it's going to be leafy greens. Like,
yeah. No, you're in America. The fat, cheap stuff with all the oil and grease is readily accessible. You don't have to cook it. They'll deliver it to you. Man, you can probably get the Uber guy to just come in and set it down on your lap for a big tip.
Get him to feed your fat ass.
Yeah. Did you ever have a wake-up call? Like, one day you like looked at yourself in a mirror, or you couldn't do something, and it just hit me as like, this is my limit. I have to do something. I have to change my diet, or I got to work out or something.
Yeah. I've definitely done that. Like, it was like it was probably 2016, 2017, or no, like 2016. I wasn't lifting at all. I was just eating a bunch of garbage, not healthy, not even like good calories. And I was getting out of the shower one day and like saw myself in the mirror and was like, oh my God, like you're a big fat person. Like you're a big fat person who looks pear-shaped, and oh my God, this is embarrassing. Like it just hit me where I just was like really embarrassed of myself and really ashamed. And like it was that day I dropped it. Like late night snacking, cut that out. That's always been a big problem for me, late night snacking.
I don't make any good food choices at 2 a.m.
No, there are not many available. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Woody, what about you? Did you have like a wake up moment, like a come to Jesus moment?
Not like that. I mean, I had moments where I felt bad, moments where the internet, I can remember there was one time I was starting my paramotor and the camera was on my thigh. So it was this real terrible shot. And I looked down, and everyone who looks down has a double chin, but mine was a little pronounced. And the internet gave me a really hard time about it. But that isn't what turned it around. What turned it around is Kyle and Taylor were working out. And they would talk gym stuff all the time. And I'm kind of in this community now where like my friends are talking about working out and Kyle's showing his progress pictures. I got roasted on the internet for sharing my shirtless pictures, but Taylor knows I was not alone. Kyle had a secret. And he was getting in shape too. And so I wasn't so much shamed into getting fitter as I was inspired into doing it.
Yeah,
that's the most wholesome thing we've said on this entire episode. You literally had a good friend support group that encouraged you to do good things.
Nice, huh?
I'm just glad to hear that. Since we've been talking about fat people dying, that's a nice sort of
and special needs
back to
dogs. We're all super sweet to each other in our group chat. It's just friends being nice, like because we're not performing.
I just imagine it's like, how was your day? You can tell me anything. We won't judge.
Or more often it'll be like Kyle being like, check out this guy in Kazakhstan getting hit by a rocket. And it's like, I didn't know they could have this few pixels in a video.
Okay, how is it?
Is part of watching this video imagining what could happen?